Interstellar, IMDb's 18th best-rated film and 44th most popular at the time of recording this video. People seem to love it, but I, on the other hand, have a different opinion.
Wait right there. There's spoilers ahead.
Okay, hear me out. The story starts off with a chase pretty early on, where he's going through a cornfield, which is where this amazing song is from. Well, that's just music to my ears. What he's chasing is an Indian Air Force surveillance drone to get solar cells for his farm. I don't think that's important. It just felt like it was, though, so I added it. But something that is important, though, is that Murphy figures out that the book's falling from the bookshelf, spelled stay or something like that, in Morse code. And then we find out that the Earth is dying, and there's dust storms that act kind of like smoke. Then he gets chosen to pilot the mission to try and find a livable planet due to his background in NASA, and is led to a facility and is shortly sent to space after trying to talk to Murphy about how he is going to be the same age as her when he's back and all of that, like he's leaving and stuff. But like she kind of just like ignores him. Anyways, fast forward to later in the mission, he finds out that he will never go back to Earth and he's just there to start a new future on a new planet. Later on, skip an hour or so, and he gets sucked into a black hole, which is called the Gargantua, and sent into the past walls of his house, and figures out that he is the one making the code with the books. But in the future, after that, he's back on Earth, where his daughter made the Earth into some sort of like round tube Earth kind of thing. And then the movie finishes. Okay, time for... Okay, now that the story is somewhat summarized, let me talk about my opinion. I know that this is many people's favorite movies, so it's kind of surprising that I don't find it as good as people say it is. Don't get me wrong though, the movie is really good, but I just found it like too long. I've seen long movies like Inception, Lord of the Rings, and Hunger Games, which I didn't really expect them to end so shortly, until I realized it was just that entertaining that I could have kept watching, even if it was like an hour longer. This movie being almost 3 hours was just too long for me. There's lots of things that happen, like the water planet or the stranger they find in the other planet, but the scenes were simply just too long. It's like they were dragging it on for too long just to get a longer movie, even though it could have probably been cut down by like a half hour or so. And I'm not the type of person to have such a short attention span. Like, I've watched movies I didn't find entertaining at all, just so I finish it and know if it gets better or something. For example, I watched War of the Worlds. Not the good one, by the way, but I did really like the one with Tom Cruise, which is in my top 3 favorite movies. I think I'm gonna make a top 10 favorite movie now that I think of it. Anyways, so I watched that movie all the way through. Yeah, like the 2025 version. And it was the worst movie I've ever watched. Which, by the way, if you haven't already, I made a video about that movie. And you should definitely watch it, because it was my first video. And I really liked it. So go watch it after this one, please. But I still watched it, though, because I wanted to see what would happen. Or if it got better, which it didn't. It literally was just like watching an hour and a half Amazon ad. Sorry guys, but it's time for the... Okay, I know I did make it sound like I hated the movie, but it's still good and I still do like it. I'm not the only one that thought it was too long either. My dad, mom, sister, and brother also thought the same. That's what literally made me like the movie less, that it was too long. But there's so much more that I actually do still like the movie. I love the visuals, the music, the story. It literally has one of my favorite scenes that I've ever seen before. It's still an amazing movie that was just too long for me. Oh, I forgot one thing. You could also barely even tell what he's saying half of the time, because it's just pure mumbling. It also made this meme, which is pretty good. If you are new to my channel, please go check out my first video. This is my second one, And over the summer, I want to start making more videos. So help me out, please. Bye.